Welcome to another Explore Everyday Storm Chase, and this is my first storm chase of 2026. It is April 17th here in the Twin Cities. We have a line of storms that develop quite early in the morning. It's, I think, around 9 o'clock right now, maybe 9:15, and this setup developed out west of the metro and is going to be moving through. We do have a severe component to this line, which is going to be further to the south. But I'm not going to go down there and chase that, but we should get some good shelf cloud action here where I'm at. So I got one time lapse running right now at about 40 millimeters. I got a farm off to the side, so we should see this shelf cloud come up over the farmstead here. There have been a few lightning strikes out here. I still got to get a couple more cameras set up. It's going to kind of come through quick, and then it's going to be done. But it feels good to be out under a storm and getting some storm photography in. A couple more cameras and I might even get the drone up. Let's go.
It felt good to be back out under stormy skies. I missed out on the big April 13th southern Minnesota chase day due to job and family obligations. It was very unlikely this storm would live up to much, if any, expectations, but it was a great excuse to knock the rust off time-lapsing some storms.
So here's the setup we're looking at today. I am the blue circle on the very north end of that. The line of storms is moving this direction. You can tell by the storm tracks on there, but the worst of it is south. It was severe warned earlier, now just has a statement on it. So this is kind of the look that we're looking at, and this should be here in the next 20 or 30 minutes.
All right, if I'm being honest, this barely qualifies for a storm chase. I think this is kind of falling apart. It doesn't even look intimidating for a shelf cloud. It's all I got though. Hearing some rumbles of thunder means spring is here. There'll be plenty more chases to come yet. We'll kind of let this play out and see where it goes from here. Well, look at that. I even managed to snag a daytime bolt within my time-lapse. I did learn on this chase to save my A7IV to use with my new MyOp lightning trigger and to use my Nikon cameras for time-lapsing. Now, onto the afternoon portion of the chase. So we are getting round 2 of a storm chase here. After the morning storm came through, I wouldn't even call it a storm. It was just a little something. But right now, I've been watching 2 cells that developed down near Rochester, Minnesota. One is now tornado warned, one is severe warned, and they are moving east-northeast. Actually, I would say
northeast, so more north than east. So problem with this area of chasing is we have the Mississippi River, and I need to either commit to crossing in Red Wing or in Prescott. And I think Red Wing gets me closer to the storm, but it's going to put me in a worse position once I get into Wisconsin. So I'm going to commit to crossing the river in Prescott and hopefully get myself out in front of the storm and be able to position well. We also have a crashing cold front, which is probably coming through the Twin Cities as we speak right now. I know temperatures on the West Metro are into the 50s with dew points in the 40s, and I'm still, well, I've dropped now below 60. The wind's picking up, but I was very recently at about 64 degrees with dew points still in the 60s. So the cold front's crashing through. If this catches up to my storms, it's probably going to kill them, and it probably is going to. But I'm desperate to see a storm, so let's go see what we can find. Pretty interesting to see the meteorology here, where you can see those cumulus going up is exactly where the cold front is, and it's hitting that warm, humid air over in Wisconsin, and that is what is giving the lift for this convection here. So pretty fun to see it right in front of me. Maybe I'll pop onto one of these storms. I'm still shooting for one of the storms coming up from Rochester. Going to be heading somewhere near Ellsworth or even closer to the river than that as they come across the Mississippi River.
Okay, here's the situation we're looking at. I am the blue circle towards the top there. My storm I'm waiting on just when severe warned, with a decent hail core on it, which I don't want to get in because I'm in my good Tahoe. I don't know if I've ever seen such a large tornado warning as I've seen, which is just south, but there's no way to get there out here in hill country of Wisconsin, and that's going to be gone by the time I got south. So I am going to be determined to stay on this cell here. If I can get this back in focus. I think we're too close. So that cell that's going to be coming up from Diamond Bluff is my last hope, and maybe that one will start spinning as well. I'm probably going to jaunt a little bit east here back towards Ellsworth to get in a little better position and cleaner air. I got to get going.
So this second part of the chase was about as futile as I thought it would be. I ended up crossing the river down in Prescott, Wisconsin. I did kind of catch up to the severe storm, but they are moving basically northeast at probably 40 to 45 miles an hour. So it was an exercise in futility. I am back in the warm sector. It's 67 degrees here. I think back at home, which is maybe just 30 miles east, it's in the 40s. So it's coming. I do have one more cell coming up from Hays City that I think I should be in pretty good position for right here. So that'll probably be the closer for this storm chase. We'll see if there's anything interesting with it. It's not severe warned or anything when I checked about 5 minutes ago. It does have a nice hail core on it. So maybe we'll see some hail shafts or something. You can see it's darkening over here. That should be about where that storm is. So I'm gonna take a look at radar and see if we can get at least one more interesting thing out of this storm chase. And when I say one more interesting thing, probably get anything interesting out of this storm chase.
And there's the cold front and the end of the chase. Thanks for watching, and storm season 2026 can only improve from here.